Hey, big family, it's me. I am not dead. I'm perfectly alive. I'm filming in my Walmart work shirt because I do have a job at Walmart. I know I told y'all I have recently started a job at a local restaurant, and I did, and it worked out beautifully for a few months until I realized that I kind of needed a little more supplemental income than what they were willing to offer, and Walmart offers health insurance. It offers benefits. So I asked my manager at the local restaurant, I said, is there any way y'all could match that or anywhere close to that? Can you, raise my pay a little bit or maybe offer some benefits? And she said, no, there's no way they could match that. I said, well, then I'm going to have to go with the better deal. I'm sorry, but that's how employment works. You have to go with the money. You have to go with the better deal. And she understood. So if I am going to have this part-time job in my life, I need the better deal. I need the better one. So, she completely understood. I put in my 2 weeks notice. I finished out my 2 weeks, and I told her to keep me on payroll, on call, for emergency situations in case they don't have any cashiers, they don't have anybody to work a shift or something. And since I know the position so well, and she said I did the job so well, she said she would keep me on hand as an emergency contact in case they need somebody to jump in and fill a shift. I'll come in and work a shift for her. So I thought that was really cool. Left on really good terms, and now I'm working for Walmart. So this is the part-time job I'm at now. And it is night work. I get all day at home to try to catch up on other things. My other job, my mommy job, the household, the shelter, all the animals. I get to catch up on house cleaning and all the things that I've been kind of neglecting during the day with the restaurant job. Now I get to have my days at home and spend about 4 or 5 hours every other night at Walmart. So it's nighttime work. So it probably will transition into full-time. They did warn me about that. Part-time usually doesn't stay part-time. It usually transitions into full-time, which I'm okay with that. If that happens, we'll just kind of go from there. We'll reevaluate. We'll see if that's feasible. But for now, that's the situation I'm in. But I am alive and well. I'm not dead. I know I haven't posted in so very long, guys. I know. I understand. Well, let me show you what's been going on. Let me show you the new stuff. This is one of our newest additions. We've been calling, either him or her. We're not sure. It's very hard to tell gender at that age. She's pretty small. But a little bit of a older kitten, but still a kitten. And someone here at the local Boys and Girls Club called Wes and said, we found a kitten and it's letting us pet it and hold it. And it was just an abandoned little kitten. So they naturally called Wes and said, will you come get it? But he or she is called Casper because it is the month of October. We're almost at Halloween here, so we figured it looks like a Casper. So we have given it its first round of baby shots. It likes to sit in that bowl for some reason. Very cute, very sweet. Gave it the flea and tick meds because it was covered in fleas. I mean covered. Had to give it a bath. It was very stinky and dirty. Gave it the dewormer. So it's had the workup, it's had the full rounds, and then the local animal control has so graciously decided to jump in and help us with fixing Casper and getting it spayed or neutered, whether it's a girl or boy, and we will find out at that time. But we're gonna get little Casper fixed. Say hi, Casper. Say hi, baby. Oh, you say hi. Oh, shush, puppy, shush. You say hi. Yeah, welcome to the family, Casper. Simba is so mad because he used to be a roaming cat, but he got too old on us, and we have females that are not fixed, and he's an uncut male, so we had to naturally lock him up for a little while with his little toy. I've got to clean out his cage again, but he is very upset about his confinement, and he wants to be out, but he can't because he'll make babies, and we're just going to have to get him fixed real quick. He's in line also as well for fixing. Hi, Truffle. Truffle is the next door neighbor of Simba. Truffle's the one that reaches through the cage and grabs you, like grabs your hand, pulls you in to snuggle and kiss and sniff on you. Very sweet, but he's very attention hound. He will grab anybody that walks by. He'll grab your hair, grab your clothes, and say, give it me, huh? Give it me. Yes. I'm right here, Truffle. Also very snuggly. He was one of the dump cats. Remember the 6 cats that got dumped on us? This was one of them. One of the 2 males that we have. Again, a male, so he has to be locked up. I'm sorry, until we get him fixed. Thank goodness we kind of reached a standstill with the dogs. We finally stopped, the dogs stopped raining from the sky, and we finally reached a standstill. So I think y'all have met all the rescued dogs, but I can't think of anybody I haven't introduced you to, but y'all can say hi to Buster. Buster Moon. Buster Moon that used to be living in my daughter's bathroom. He put on weight, got rid of all the worms. He's healthy as a horse now and so snuggly. He's such a couch potato. He's gonna make a perfect addition for someone's home life that is like really chill and just wants a dog to lay on the couch with them. He's not chewy, he's not barky, he's not like a frantic energy dog. He's just relaxed. He's just Buster Moon. He's so snuggly, yeah. He's very good. He just lays around and he wants attention. He wants holds and pets, and he wants to go walk, and he even walks well. He walks so good on a leash. He just so calm and walks really slow with you. He just wants to trot down the road and then come on back home. That's your good Buster Moon. That's your good Buster, yeah. Good old Moo Moo is still with us, elderly Moo Moo. She will be with us until death do us part. They had to get rid of the cushion on the swivel chair because with all these animals and all these dogs, they did tear into it. They ended up shredding and tearing into that cushion on that swivel chair. So RIP cushion. So now we're gonna have to put like a blanket or a topper or some sort of squishy something right there for the dogs to flop down and lay on, because they tore up that cushion. But now they still lay on it even with no cushion, obviously. She likes it. You sweet old girl. You good old girl, yeah, you sweet baby. No, she just naps a lot, as elderly dogs do. She just sleeps a lot. Yeah, I see you, Moo Moo. Fantastic news about the puppies and the kittens. I think that's what y'all saw last, was all the babies. All the 3 little tiny kittens that Flower had and the 6 puppies that Daphne had. We were showing y'all the cuteness and the babies and everything. Fantastic news. They all got adopted. They all got families. They all have little children holding and snuggling on them. They have wonderful families that took them in, which is great. We got them good homes. And I knew the babies would go fast. That's not a problem at all around here. To get rid of babies is very easy. Baby anything goes like hotcakes around here. It's the older ones, it's the grown animals that don't readily get adopted so quickly. But everybody loves a baby, so the babies are gone. We have no babies left in the house other than the kitten and little Arthur, the puppy that Lily decided to keep and raise. And she is like raising it. I know a lot of people are hesitant to take on a dog or an animal because the child says they'll take care of it, but then the adult ends up actually taking care of it. The adult ends up being the one actually feeding it, walking it, cleaning up after it. Well, this is not the case. Lily is dedicated. She's been dedicated to his training. She does everything with him. She bathes him, walks him, feeds him. She makes sure he's minding his manners. He's with her all the time, every time she's home, and sleeps in her bed. That's her baby. That's Arthur, and she completely takes care of this dog. She has claimed it. And that's strange for her because she's the one that was like, we can't keep all these animals. We're not gonna start collecting animals. She was adamant about they have to get a home, they have to find a home, we can't keep them. She was all on that train. And then she met Arthur and she was like, okay, I know I never asked for this, and she never has. She was like, can I have this one? Can I have this one dog? She was like, I just want this one dog. I was like, sure, because you never do that. Like, you never try to keep one or confiscate one. I was like, so she never asked for that. I was like, I have to say yes to this. So she has her one puppy, you know, and of course her cat, you know, her cat is Gary, and Avery's cat is Shadow. That's the cats that are with them until death do you part. That's their cat. So now Lily has a cat and a dog. Y'all, my houseplants are getting a little bit out of control here. They're growing and growing everywhere. And I wanted them to do that. That was the plan, for them to grow all along, you know, up the cabinets and everything. But I think I need a different situation for them. This pot, they're getting too root mound. That pot's not quite big enough for them, and I need to situate them. And I say them because there's another one over here. Yeah, this one, I love the leaves on this one. This one's really nice. It's beautiful. There's my piggy. My little stone piggy. I love these potted plants, and I love how they climb, and I'm gonna try to get them to go higher, but I'm gonna have to transplant it into a bigger pot. But the only conundrum, the only thing, is how to keep the cats off of them. The cats will play with those and knock them down. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, any potted plant situation that I've tried to have thus far has been destroyed by cats. I mean, we do have a lot of cats, but I think if we get to the situation we're wanting to get to, like I said, all these cats are on the fixed spay and neuter list. We get them spayed and neutered and get them outside, and they're living as outside cats. And then we only have certain cats inside. We only have our pets that we're keeping, our indoor animals. Those cats don't really cause a problem. They're not as much of a menace as the other ones on the counters. So I think that'll be okay. If we just have a few indoor cats, I think they might not mess with my houseplants. We'll have to put that to the test. But I'm scared to get like a floor huge potter plant or some big pot on the counter, because I'm scared I'm going to hear a crash in the middle of the night and they're just going to break in and destroy it, or use it for a litter box, or dirt's going to fly everywhere, and I'm scared of a mess that I'm just going to have to clean up, and then my plant might die, and then I don't know. We're going to have to try some things, because I really do want big living things all in my house. I want big house plants and big climbing vines and stuff, so we'll figure it out. Knitting has been part of the arrangement deal lately. Knitting has been part of, like, I do it whenever I can. I just, whenever I get a spare second, I'll be grabbing my stuff and sitting down and knitting. You know, obviously I can't knit at work, so it's just any time in the evening when I'm eating dinner, when I first wake up, or after I've done all the house chores and I'm sitting down and like have a spare minute to sit in my crib or something, I'll break out the knitting. But knitting has kind of slowed, and I know it's holiday season. That's the season for knitting. It's getting cooler, and then I have the desire, I promise you, I have the desire to knit. I just don't have the time. So I grab it whenever I can. And I'm continuing on this beautiful, I want to show you when I get a little further along, you can actually see the pattern of the cables. I'm making a beautiful shawl for this lady that I go to church with, making this magnificent fall shawl, and it's got all the fall colors in it. It's got the autumn colors, and it's going to have a cable pattern. It's just beautiful. But I'm going to show you all the progress as I get along with it a little better. And make a little bit more progress on that, but progress is slow right now. I'm sorry, I don't have much to show y'all. At my work, y'all are gonna think I'm cute, but at my work I did knit 3 different sizes when I was working at the restaurant. You know, there was like lots of time in the morning, there was lots of downtime where we were very slow, no customers. I had my knitting under the counter and just kind of working on it and piddling. I had knitted 3 different sizes of doggy sweaters. So I knew this lady that had a dog, and she was trying to tell me what kind of size or weight the dog was, and I was trying to determine exactly what size I would need for it. So I wasn't quite sure. I didn't want it to be too snug or too loose, so I knitted 3 different sample sizes, and she took 2 of them home, and I guess they fixed. I never quite heard back from her. I'm gonna have to touch base with her and see how that worked out. But I had knitted doggy sweaters, so I did get that accomplished, and I did knit a pair of socks for Miles. He calls it his winter snuggy socks. They're comfy socks for him, and he walks around the house in them to keep his little tooties warm. So I have got a few things accomplished. I'm trying to do some more elaborate projects. I'm trying to do some bigger things here, and it's taking a little bit more time and concentration and effort. It's going to take a little bit longer, but I want to do bigger projects. Oh, and I do want to show y'all one thing. We're in my bedroom here on this shelf of junk and everything, but hidden on this shelf of junk is a big reel. That's all I can say about it. Is a huge reel. Y'all see the size of my hand next to it. It is a huge, massive reel of this fine material stuff. It's like this fine twine stuff. And another lady that another church lady, they're so crafty, and they have so many resources and so many beautiful things, gave me this huge roll just for free. She gave me this big roll of material because I told her that I wanted to use my intricate Japanese knitting book with all those beautiful Japanese weave styles. I wanted to use that to make a long tablecloth. I'm going to make a lace tablecloth, and it's going to be very elegant and very dainty. And I told her I needed some thin, like twine material. I needed something a lot thinner than yarn to accomplish this. And she said she had just the thing, and she gave me this huge reel of stuff. And I love it. I don't even know what to call it, but I love how it feels, and I love the fact that it's white and it's just dainty and lacy, and that's going to work out really well. Like, that is going to make what I wanted. That's perfect. So that's gonna accomplish the lace and intricacy of what I was imagining. So this is gonna turn into a very long tablecloth that's gonna go over a table. Y'all see the little Halloween decorations? It's kind of dark here in the hallway, sorry. My daughters, they made little ghosts and they put pine cones and leaves all over the walls and they said, "Happy Halloween." They wanted to decorate a little bit for the October season. Halloween's not my favorite. Anybody that knows me can tell you that October is not my favorite month and Halloween is not my favorite season. However, it is the bringing in of the autumn, the bringing in of fall. I do recognize that and celebrate that, but Halloween's like my least favorite holiday. But the girls like it. They want to decorate for it, so I told them go for it. You want to put ghosts and goblins and witches all over the walls, go ahead. Go for it. And y'all, I'm just rummaging around here for something to eat real quick before I go to work. Probably grab some leftovers to take with me to have my meal break, lunch break, whatever. Like I said, it's only a few hours, but I get a short break and I get to take snackies and stuff with me. So I do have to eat like a dinner meal before I go, and then I'm gonna take like a snack with me, but I'm just rummaging around looking. And our dryer broke. Can y'all believe this? Our dryer broke again. I don't know if it's like the heating element or something. It's a part. My husband figured out what part it needs, and it's like a $150 part. So we're gonna order that and put it back together. But we're also, since I'm tired of this happening, and since our one little dryer can't keep up with our needs anyway, we're also gonna buy another dryer. We're gonna buy a second dryer, one for the rescue, one for our house, and we're gonna be running both dryers because just can't keep up the way it is. It's not sustainable. We can't wash and dry enough stuff as it is now. We can wash what we need, but we can't get it dry fast enough. And here lately, since the dryer went kaput, we've been literally hanging stuff out on the line in the sun to dry. And we had a heat wave, a bit of a heat wave this week, got up to like 85 or some ridiculousness in the fall. I'm like, where'd the fall go? Where'd autumn go? But we decided to use it to our advantage, and we decided to hang the clothes outside on the line to dry. So we've been drying our clothes outside lately while we wait on that part to come. I do realize that I'm not taking you guys outside, and that's probably where you want to be. You want me to take you outside to the garden and see all the pretty things and stuff. I'm very hesitant to do that yet. Mostly it's kind of out of shame, but it's like, it's also out of like just a kind of heartbreaking sadness because we did not get the plants in the ground in the time frame that we had planned on. So we have no fall garden. We have no winter garden right now. And I know in where we live in the South, it's not too late. You can always put some in, and we will be ordering some plugs, some actual plant starts to put in the ground. So we will be growing something here soon, but there's not any vegetables growing out there. I have nothing to show you guys. There's not a single vegetable in the ground. The roses are blooming. The roses are beautiful. I will show you all that pretty soon. The asparagus is still alive and growing. I do have a couple of herbs, some things, the Jerusalem sage and the thyme, and a few things are still alive and well and still hanging in there. I can show you some pretties, but for the most part, like, there's nothing really edible growing out there if you don't count the herbs. There's nothing a lot out there to show you. So that's kind of why I'm hesitating. I'm holding off going outside. Also, it's hot, and y'all know how I do in the heat. I don't do well. I wilt in the heat, and I start sweating, and I get overheated, and I can't breathe, and it got so hot all of a sudden, like 80, 85 degrees, and I'm like, okay, that's not what I was wanting for fall. That's not what I was expecting. I'm ready for fall. I've endured the summer. I baked and cooked in the summer. I sweated and worked hard in the summer. I'm ready for fall. Like, I'm ready for fall. I'm not willing. I'm sorry. It's not in me anymore. I'm not willing to go out there and in that heat anymore and sweat hard. I'm just going to wait until it's time to go to work. And I am going to water things to keep them alive, but I will show y'all all the pretties and the wonderful vegetables when we get them in and when we put them in the ground, when there's things growing to actually show you guys, when there's something to actually inspire you guys and something that I feel is presentable. But right now I don't feel like my garden's presentable. It's full of weeds. The beds are not tamed. The beds are overgrown and neglected. Like I said, it's not the beautiful life that it was in the spring. It doesn't bring me joy right now. The garden's not kicking out a whole lot of joy. It's just kind of there. I'm coming to the end of a long summer, and the garden's just kind of there. And I'm like, okay, it'll bring me joy when we get more into the winter, put some plants in there, we actually have something growing, and when we move on into the next spring, it'll bring me joy once again. But right now it's just, there's not a lot to show y'all. So that's why I'm not outside. So I'm sorry, but we will get there. We will get there. We will go outside. I just wanted to give y'all this update real quick and tell you I'm alive and well. Didn't go anywhere. Didn't get kidnapped. I'm not dead. I'm okay. Everything's okay. We're just busy as all get out. The children have their rehearsals and music lessons and stuff. There's to go in, and I have a part-time job now, and Wes is trying to get the business going. And then when we're not working, we're at our other job of the shelter and the home and the family, and we need to break out our cameras and film more. I know we do. Anything that we do around here, whether it's boring or not to us, whether it seems mundane or not, we need to break out the camera and film it anyway. I understand. I got to get better at that. But it's just kind of, we're just moving along, chugging along through this fast-paced part of our life right now. And I'm sorry, we didn't include y'all enough, and we should. So anyway, here I am, an update. I will be seeing y'all again real soon. I'm going to make a better effort. I will do this. I will include y'all more, and I'm going to enjoy the season that we're in. I'm going to enjoy the things we have. I'm going to enjoy the pretties and the changing of the leaves, and I'm going to take y'all outside once this week of heat wave has passed. I will see you guys very soon. I love you. Bye.